How's it going, everybody? It's your favorite apostates. I am McKay.
And I am Jordan.
And we are a day late on this video. Part of that is because today is my birthday, the day that this is going up. So I didn't want to be making a video on my birthday because I'm a selfish douchebag. Just kidding. But I'm turning 26 years old, so that's interesting. Just in case nobody here on the YouTube knew how old I was. So there's that. We'll probably push back Friday's video to Saturday too, just to keep things spicy.
Keep you on your toes.
Keep you on your toes. So there's that. So sorry if you were waiting yesterday for a video and didn't get one. Another major announcement, if you've been following us on our social media, primarily Instagram, secondarily Discord. Shout out to the Discord. Y'all are amazing on the Discord. We have been in the works with some stuff. T-shirts, we have not really been ready to do very much.
I did a poll on my Instagram. So pay attention to my Instagram.
Follow us at Jordan and McKay.
Because I put polls up there to gauge interest to see whether or not, like, we're going to do something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to, like, spend a bunch of time creating a design because I've given up on finding a graphic designer. There's a lot of great people who have reached out to us, which I appreciate.
You're amazing.
You're amazing. But I am just really particular and annoying, and so I don't want to annoy somebody. I would just rather annoy myself.
So it's not that there weren't a bunch of amazing people who suggested their friends or themselves. We are just really particular. Like the night before last, we were creating a thing, and I shit you not, we stared at the colors for probably like 30 minutes just to get everything.
Just the color scheme alone.
So anyhow, do we want to show them off real quick?
Yeah.
We've been playing around with a couple designs.
We've got some cool ones on the iPad.
So these are just kind of our prototypes. So the top one says, therapy is badass, and the bottom one says, God created me to be a feminist ass bitch. That's one people have been asking for on a t-shirt. I think we might adapt that one to a t-shirt if we find the right thing. So
yes. And then we're
looking into that.
Cute.
Down with the patriarchy. I'm going to move it closer.
Down with the patriarchy.
Woo. So you got that one, which is, I actually like that one a lot too.
That one's my favorite so far. And then I just finished this one tonight.
This one says,
Free Britney.
Free Britney. Conservatorship. Not just for Britney Spears, but for a lot of other Americans out there with disabilities who don't need a conservatorship. So we are I still have a few designs I want to finish. All of these were created and, like, I don't know what the word is, you guys, but you understand what I'm trying to convey. So we did all of these ourselves, the designs, the colors, the production. Cutting them out.
The shipping, everything.
Cricket.
We don't have, like, a person to outsource or a company or a warehouse because that's expensive. So we're doing all of this ourselves. So be patient with us. That's why your feedback is super important.
Yes, please.
And so I usually do polls on my Instagram, so watch out for those. And then if you are part of our Patreon, if you are a patron, you will get early access to the stickers, the merch. So yeah, all levels, all patrons will get early access.
Yeah, and we're just going to do like a limited drop. That's not to be like, oh, you can only get them this time and then they'll never be there ever again. That's more just to...
That's for production time, so we can ship it to you in a decent amount of time. Yeah. So,
because we don't know really what... This is just like the first thing that we've ever done with this. Yep. So we're trying to do it slowly in a way that we can manage. So those are the stickers. We are still creating other designs and things like that. So be on the lookout. We're always looking for new things, and everybody will if you think something that we say is funny in a video, put it in the comments, because sometimes we don't even realize that we say something that's kind of goofy or whatever. And then when people commented, we're like, oh, that is pretty funny. We could put that on a sticker, a t-shirt, or something like that.
True.
So, anyway, that's out of the way now. We can move on. Today, do you have any other?
No, that's it.
Today, we are going to be reacting. This person, actually, they commented, and it ended up being held for review. I'm not really sure why. Probably because the title of the video that they suggested is 10 Reasons Why You Should Oppose Same-Sex Marriage. So this comes from the TFP. This one's a TFP Student Action channel, which, I mean, just looking at some of the videos is like fundy nonsense to the max.
Pull up the Wikipedia page so we can actually say what it is and not be dragged for not doing our research.
So TFP Student Action, TFP stands for Tradition Family Property. This is straight from their website. Networking with thousands of students and concerned parents, TFP Student Action defends traditional moral values on college campuses. So I feel like it's something like Toilet Paper USA and things like that, where they go to college campuses and harass students.
I did a little bit of research on this when this person first suggested it, because I had never heard of it, and this shit is like way toxic. They say they're inspired by the teachings of the Catholic Church, and they like to say that they're like affiliated with the Catholic Church. However,
that's verbatim what they say, inspired by the teachings of the Holy Catholic Church.
The Catholic Church has, like, in no uncertain terms, said they do not affiliate with TFP. So just throwing that out there.
Yeah, so take that into account. However, this is, I don't know. This video is 6 years old. We figured it would be a good baseline to start off with.
Supposedly there's 120,000 members in this thing.
Yikes.
That's a lot.
Active members? Shout out Mormon Church. So this is just the baseline. Just when I went to their channel and looked through their videos, some of the recent ones, oh my God, I'm like looking at them like, holy shit, we have to watch this because this just looks like it would be terrible. But anyway, they have like, what is it called? Chivalry camps for boys.
I think I saw that.
I don't know. It's weird. Anyway. Let's just get right to it and not keep y'all from waiting any longer. Okay. Any words to start out with, Jordan?
No, I'm afraid.
Okay, let's just hop right into it. Bring this.
Is your liberal professor giving you problems because you oppose same-sex marriage? If so, you need some quick rebuttals that show how same-sex marriage doesn't work.
First of all, the chalkboard behind him with the Bart Simpson.
I will be politically correct written a million times. Oh my God. That's also, you know, as a dude who used to wear a suit and tie every single day, this guy is like, he's probably feeling the flyest he's ever felt in this school uniform. Like, that tie, garbage. That pin, lame. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm not dunking on him at all. I'm dunking on his school's garbage uniforms, so... Yeah. Are you kidding me? Button-down collar?
I was going to say, that's
trash.
The worst.
That's trash. Don't do that.
Keep watching because we're going to help you fight back.
Whoa, is he like coming at me? That was weird.
Yeah, that was like
you
weird
were right
aperture
100
type
times. All the black.
Oh.
I politically correct in class.
We don't
like
say
the...
traditional marriage in this class. That is bigoted. The Bible is not history.
The work of Darwin is
The Bible is not history.
This handwriting, though.
Prove that it is history.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
There's so much happening here.
I'm sorry.
A fetus is just a clump of cells. We are all equal. Plants, animals, people.
There is a lot to unpack in just this little like introduction, which is like,
yeah.
if I'm going to make sure I turn that up so everybody can hear everything that was said there. Yikes.
All right, that's it. Enough is enough.
That's it. Enough is enough. Have you ever seen God Is Not Dead?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting those kind of vibes from this.
Yeah. Whoa!
Fight back!
Oh, now we have
Uh-oh. I might have to mute the sound on this part. I don't know if this is...
how to outsmart your liberal professor.
Oh, God. Here's the thing, everybody. On points like this, logic will win, and people like this don't have logic on their side. I'm sorry. Morally correct.
Oh.
Based on what? This is a project of TFP, Student Action.
Before jumping into
Okay.
the topic, I want to say that we have no intention to defame or disparage anyone.
Oh, yep, here's the disclosure.
Disclaimer.
Why do I always say that? I do that every time. Like, I swear I'm not stupid, but I do that literally
The
every
disclosure.
time.
The disclosure of we are not liable for any of the opinions stated in this video.
Yeah,
if
see,
they
it
are,
still works.
Yeah, so you just got to reframe it. It's all good. Yeah. I don't know if you caught that. Like,
My nose itched.
Okay.
By intellectually opposing individuals or organizations
Oh.
that promote the homosexual agenda, our only goal is to defend the sacred institution of marriage and the family and protect the treasures of Christian civilization.
Ew.
The treasures
Ew.
of Christian civilization. Is this a crusade?
Oh my God.
Hello. Also was wrong. So. Okay.
You and I have every right to defend the truth in charity.
I am not like you, friend. Don't just start spewing shit like I relate to you.
Yeah, bro. Well, they're assuming just because we clicked on this video that we're of a like mind, and that is absolutely not the truth. So
Didn't think about that.
we're
Now,
gonna be
did ya?
dunking on you, friend.
Okay, let's go to our first reason. Number one, it's not marriage.
Calling something marriage.
It's not marriage.
Please
People
tell
married
me
to each other. Is it marriage?
they're gonna do like in The Office when Michael Scott gets up at Phyllis's wedding and he says the dictionary definition of wedding, but he accidentally wrote down the definition for welding.
Does not make it marriage. Marriage is
Oh, okay. Maybe this is not a school uniform.
Okay, he's just dumbass. He's just a dumbass. That's just...
Oh, whoops. Sorry, dude. But whoops. Also, your curled collar points right there, bro. Come on, get the iron there.
always been the covenant between a man and a woman. That's how
What is this picture from? Like the 80s?
children come into
Seriously.
the world. That's how
I gotta
families are
blur
formed.
these kids.
Man and a woman has
Damn
nothing
it.
to do with it.
Why does that?
Nothing to do with it.
Why does that offend you? What about
Shame on your definition of marriage.
Same-sex
Exactly.
Based. That woman is based.
unions are not marriages because they deny the self-evident distinction between male and female, between mother and father. It's very simple.
Oh, dear.
Oh no.
Oh, this is
no.
so Mormon right here.
I can already tell this is gonna be like the shittiest.
This is Mormon
Object
shit right
lesson,
here.
right?
Entirely
here.
different things cannot be called the same thing.
This is.
What?
Number two,
They
I
actually
put
had
salt
to
in my
film
coffee,
this.
you jackass.
They actually had to film that. Like, just so stupid.
Yeah,
It
for
violates the natural law. Wow, okay.
The natural, law. They've changed this. Look at the difference. Why does this look like it was whited out
Yeah, it
and
kinda
it's
does.
like pixelated?
Yeah. That's
I'm
weird.
not crazy, right?
No, it definitely looks
I'm
different
gonna
than the
zoom
top
in
one.
on it so you can tell.
Marriage is not just any relationship between two people. It's deeply rooted in human nature itself, which is governed by natural law.
Where's this guy from?
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing.
Now, natural law's most basic
That was a weird
precept is
cut.
this: to do what's good and avoid what's evil. By reason,
Yeah,
we
so what's
This is
evil about
the most subjective shit?
loving who you love?
oh, yeah.
Period. There's nothing evil about that.
No,
know what is morally good.
I like.
Evil is hating people for doing that.
I like how one is the American flag and one is the pride flag. Like the American flag is representative of Christianity. That's so stupid.
Bad. Thus, we understand the purpose of our actions. In marriage, the procreative act of husband and wife has a primary purpose, procreation.
Oh,
God, this is so annoying. That's like always they're like, how can you procreate?
the
Okay.
procreative act has a primary
Yeah,
purpose,
seriously.
procreation. Well, yeah, that's why it's called the procreative act.
Yeah.
But I don't know many Catholics that are like, I mean, the Catholics that I know are very not Catholic, but...
What do you call it? Is it like a Jack Catholic? Like a Jack Mormon?
I don't know. But I don't know any of them that are like, oh yeah, we only have sex to make babies. Like, I don't... Like, not even most Mormons do that, so...
anecdotal thing, obviously. But.
Yeah, my friends that I know that are Catholic are not model Catholics by any means.
Intentionally circumvent that purpose violates natural law and the objective norm of morality.
Every child should be raised by his natural mother and father.
Why does this kid look like he's 10 years old?
Oh my God. What do they say about orphans?
Single mothers, single fathers.
Yeah.
Family members who step in to raise children.
Yeah.
Is confirmed by the obvious difficulties faced by orphan children. A child who lives in a same-sex union environment is never going to have his biological mother or father. He will always be...
What about people...
I f***ing hate this argument.
What about widows?
Well, yeah. But also, I have a friend who was raised by two gay men, and he is straight, and his other adopted brother is straight. It's not like the gays in the water.
That's what they think, though. Like,
It's
I think it stems from fear, and that's what they think, that because your parents live a certain lifestyle, that that's going to rub off on you. And it's like, my mother at least is pretty Republican.
Yeah.
And I lean way more the other direction.
Here's what I think part of it is too, is they're obviously bothered that people are living their lives the way that they want to live their lives.
Yeah.
And then when they're afforded the same opportunity that cis-het people are afforded, it pisses them off to no end because, they can't get the same opportunities that we get. So they do everything they can, videos like this, to try and perpetuate this stupid idea that they're not allowed to, or scientifically things don't work, or behaviorally children are going to be lacking in something as they grow up, because they're just going to cite the Bible, which is really shitty evidence for most things. Sorry to say it, but
missing a mother or father role model. Through this, we can see that the homosexual movement
Credit
downgrades
US
and
Army.
discards.
What the
motherhood
hell
and
is
fatherhood.
this? Is this like a Dr. Seuss character holding this photo?
I'm trying to think. There's like a children's book of this girl who
There
gets sick
is-
and she gets the stripes or
Is
whatever.
it chrysanthemum? Isn't that what it is?
I don't remember what it is. This is what this picture reminds
I know
me
what you're
of.
talking about.
Necessary for a child, even when children themselves.
Why are they getting this kid who definitely has no children to talk about what's best for children?
Yeah.
Please shut the f up. I don't want to hear it.
Naturally crave for a mother or father.
And there are single parents like my mom
Oh, dear.
all across
Gotta get the Obama dig
I'm
in
sorry.
there.
I love me some Obama.
the country who do a heroic job raising terrific kids. But I still wish I had a dad who was not only around but involved.
In the name of the family,
Pause.
same-sex...
That's normal, okay? There is
They're like,
nothing.
here's anecdotal evidence that this doesn't work because Obama, who we don't like, is saying that he wishes he had a dad around.
That can be typical of any family.
Seriously.
A divorced family, a single parent, a widowed parent, like a family member who took on another family member's children. Like, it's natural to long for that relationship. But even people like myself who have normal heterosexual parents doesn't guarantee you that you're going to have this amazing family.
You can have your parent in the house all the time.
Like,
has zero bearing on the relationship you'll have with
I
them.
was abused as a child, and both of my parents were in a formerly heterosexual. They're divorced now, but they're both heterosexual, and so like funny how that works is even when we have a man and a woman together, the odds of them cheating their children are no higher, or like it's a wash. Like it doesn't matter.
Well, you have to think about this, Jordan. Did they have God at the center of their relationship?
That's true.
Then it doesn't matter.
That's true.
So,
quote-unquote marriage serves to validate the homosexual lifestyle and all of its bisexual and transgender variants. You see,
bisexuals, hell yeah. Transgender, hell yeah.
Civil laws are structuring principles that guide society. Laws shape the life of society and, as such, can mold the perception of right and wrong. That's why I oppose
oh my God.
Here we go.
Legal recognition of homosexual quote-unquote marriage because it obscures basic moral values, devalues natural marriage, and weakens public morality.
Why is your heterosexual marriage so fragile that it can't
These people
handle...
are not married.
Well, that's the other
These
thing
are
that's
kids.
annoying about this. But why... If it's like super threatening to you, I want you to go inward and think about why that is. Because there could definitely be some level of projection here. Not necessarily with all of them, but that can definitely happen.
Yeah.
But
or projection of the family members who brought them to church.
That's
and
the other
imposed
problem.
This kind of ideology on them.
Is that these aren't kids. I mean, these people are in college,
Yeah,
so they're adults, but they have been
They're not
shaped.
children.
They have been shaped by likely what was influential to them
Yeah,
growing up, what
given
their
to them.
parents believed, that kind of thing.
Yeah. It turns a moral wrong into a civil right. Oh my God.
A moral wrong can never be a civil right. The homosexual activists say that same-sex quote-unquote marriage...
The homosexual activists.
Homosexual activists right here.
People keep commenting on the Paul and Morgan video about... or not Paul and Morgan, Nate and Sutton, about how Nate was like, oh, Mr. I dig the homosexuals. Like,
it's... You're...
Like, anybody who says it that way is not gonna say something good after that.
Like, the words you use matter, right? And so, you know, we want to be respectful of people, right? But when you obviously have distaste or disdain, it comes through. It's evident in what you say.
That is surface level.
Yeah.
Disdain.
It's a civil right, just like the struggle for racial equality.
America.
Okay, no.
Not good.
True.
No.
Sexual behavior and race are two completely different things. A man and a woman that want to get married can be black or white.
Unless you're a Mormon in the early 1900s, then they wouldn't say that's okay. They would say that's an abomination.
Rich or poor, short or tall. None of these differences.
I would also like to say that those first two were I don't know anything about Catholics, but probably not good at one point for the Catholics either.
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know enough about Catholic history.
I won't say that because I don't know about Catholics, but I mean there were a lot of whites.
Institutional racism is a thing in most churches, I feel like.
So,
in most predominantly white churches.
Marriage because nature is still respected. Same-sex unions, on the other hand, oppose nature.
But climate change is fake.
Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. If God wanted it to be that way, he would have made Adam and Steve, or two females. He didn't.
What if, hear me out, Adam and Eve weren't real people? What if
Adam or Eve? I think I saw that on Twitter recently. I was like, oh, fool.
I can't with this. Like, this whole lot, Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. And so, what if you're wrong?
Yeah. What evidence do you have that it was Adam and Eve? And how long ago? Because the Mormons say it was 6,000 years ago. And I feel like that is widely held by a lot of Christian theology.
It's just so interesting to me because they get so caught up in the whole, like, Adam and Eve thing and completely ignore the gospel, the teachings of Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we step right over that. Like, that's like...
They like to cherry pick. A lot of people like to cherry pick the Old Testament. They're like, oh, yeah, Adam and Eve, the 10 Commandments. Oh, well, what about the incest of Lot with his daughters? Oh, no, I just read up to the part where Lot's wife was cast to a pillar of salt. There's so much bad shit in the Old Testament, and people just want to cherry pick it. If it's going to be Adam and Eve, it's also going to be Lot's daughters.
It's also going to be
Come on.
You can't do a million things that the Old Testament says we can't do.
Yeah.
So
it's also going to be not wearing mixed fabrics.
Yeah.
So come on, people.
Seriously.
Took the ribs and made woman. Not the other way around. People, come on, it's simple. It's simple, and you're confusing the kids.
Two individuals of the same sex can never be married because it's biologically impossible.
It's biologically impossible, all of you married homosexuals out there.
If it's biologically impossible...
It's not biologically impossible to get married. Like, that's
like, oh, Jordan, would you like to marry me? Oh, yes, McKay, because it's biology allows that to happen. It's a legal manner.
Look up biology, y'all. What do you...
Yeah.
No, because biology, they're like, Darwin.
Yeah, Darwin. Oh, evolution. We can't have that.
No matter how hard a man tries, he can never be a mother.
Oh, they're making cookies.
One cannot compare genetic racial traits to non-genetic behavior.
Okay, this is just obnoxious because what's the word? I can't talk tonight, you guys. I swear I'm normally very articulate, but apparently I'm not when we record videos. So they're saying that this behavior, lying, cheating, stealing, anger, is all aligning with people who are gay. Like, those are inherently traits that people who are gay have. Like, that's just, it's extremely inappropriate because that's not true. But again, we're looking at...
I think they're just trying to apply that to the whole secular world of people who say that's same-sex marriages.
Yeah, but look at all of the adjectives or the verbs that they chose.
True. Fair.
Words matter, y'all.
Got me there.
Homosexual
These graphics are so cringy.
100% sterile.
A man and a woman that...
It's just so not true, and it just makes me laugh because it's so not true.
Bruh.
Open a book.
Yeah.
Get on the internet. Do a Google search because that statement is extremely false.
These people have never seen a trans couple where a trans man and a trans woman
or
have children.
Fertility treatments have come a long way, y'all. Long way.
Come on.
Get married are
Shut up.
naturally able to have children and form a family. But homosexual
But what if they're
unions, on the
not?
other hand, are
What about the people who are struggling with infertility?
Yeah, there are heterosexual marriages that are 100% sterile as well.
I think it's 1 in 10. Or
Yeah.
I think that's the statistic that I heard. I'm not sure. You'll have to... It could be smaller than that. But I thought I read that at least 1 in 10 couples struggle with infertility.
Yeah.
And so just because you're in a heterosexual relationship doesn't mean that you're just going to be able to have children. It's not how that works.
Who cares? And here's the thing also. This crowd is also the anti-abortion crowd, but there also is a wealth of children who are in foster care and in orphanages who nobody is adopting because they don't give a shit. And then we're going to cause people who are in same-sex relationships, whatever, to not be able to adopt those kids. So they're just going to be remaining in the system. Like, you can't have
when
it
they
both
could have
ways.
two people who would love and care for them. Like, it's
better than some heterosexual couples
it's
would.
asinine to me.
It's so stupid.
100% sterile. The sexual acts of two men or two women will never produce a child. If two men want to have a child, they have to use artificial means and employ surrogates. There always has to be a woman in.
Okay.
Heterosexual relationships. That's
So
how that
can it
too.
still happen?
Their unions cannot form families.
Absolutely.
Okay,
they
all
can.
you homosexuals out there that are in a homosexual relationship.
All you Nate's friends.
You don't have kids, right? Like, you just exist on your own, like in your own bubble. You don't have any family. That's like this. That's what is just so harmful about this is just continually spreading the rhetoric that, you know, it's one, it's hateful, but two, it's extreme misinformation. So anybody, especially a young person that's watching this, is going to be like, oh, gay people can't have families and gay people can't have kids. And that's just, again, patently false.
Yeah. This came out 6 years ago. My friend is my same age, and he grew up with gay parents. So, suck on that.
One could object and say, well, you're saying that couples who can't have children shouldn't get married? The answer to the objection is this. Procreation is connected to the essence of marriage and the family. While a man and a woman
This guy's single for life. I'm sorry.
This guy's an incel. He's definitely...
I'm worried.
Saying some horrible shit on Twitter.
He scares me a little bit, not gonna lie.
A child, their union is still in accordance with nature. In contrast, homosexual
I'm sorry, do you govern the laws of nature?
And not natural. Alan Keyes gives a great analogy of an apple.
Oh my God, with the object lessons.
This is so Mormon.
If the apple has a worm inside of it, or if it's rotten, it's still an apple. Whereas an orange will never be an apple, no matter what.
Oh my God.
It's the same.
This is so stupid. Oh, this is so dumb.
Homosexual union. They will never beget families.
It defeats the state's...
Oh my God.
Begat.
That's just false. It's false. People in all types of non-heterosexual relationships have families, have kids. Like, stop.
Yeah. It's gatekeeping families for no reason.
Well, and it's invalidating to those...
Yeah.
To the people in the marriage or people in the partnership or in a relationship. And it's invalidating to those people's kids. Like, that's just not right.
No, for real. This is damaging, stupid bullshit.
Of benefiting marriage.
One of the reasons why the state gives benefits to true marriage is this. By nature and by design, marriage provides children with the normal conditions for a stable, beneficial, affectionate, and moral atmosphere. This helps perpetuate...
You think the state gives these benefits to families because it's like the moral f***ing thing to do? Oh my
Guys,
God, this is so stupid.
The state doesn't give a shit about the moral character of families.
Yeah.
Unless you're maybe in Utah.
No, it's...
the nation and strengthen society.
It's just not fair because a moral and stable atmosphere, traditional marriage does not guarantee a moral and stable atmosphere.
Oh, absolutely not.
There's no, again, it's a wash.
Yeah.
Like, they're portraying that, the standard American family, the standard nuclear family that has, a husband and a wife is so much better than than two men or two women. Like, that's...
Stability, moral atmosphere in the home is not equivalent to stability. Jordan, we live in Utah. Jordan was a special ed teacher in Utah where the vast majority of students are Mormon. They live with Mormon families. Jordan was on the phone with DCFS or CPS, whatever you want to call it, literally on a monthly basis, making calls because children of Mormon families were being neglected.
Child abuse doesn't discriminate.
Abused.
Like, it doesn't matter what religion you are, what race you are, doesn't matter. Like, it happens. And so to, like, set this ideal that if it's a traditional marriage that it'll be a moral and stable atmosphere. No, it won't, because I had parents in a traditional marriage and I didn't get that. So
this is garbage.
Homosexual unions don't provide that. Their
personal
primary
gratification.
Purpose, objectively speaking,
wow.
is the personal gratification of two
Why?
individuals.
Okay. So then you're telling me that traditional marriage isn't personal gratification of two individuals? Or sexual gratification of two individuals?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that plays a big part in it.
Like, why are we... And again, we're demonizing personal gratification and, like, doing what we want to do. Because we have to follow God's will, not trusting our own. And so we're demonizing doing, what you feel called to do and living as your authentic self, one. And two, you can't tell me that there's no personal gratification in a traditional marriage. You can't.
Absolutely not.
It's the same.
That's why homosexual unions are not entitled to the same protection that the state gives to natural marriage.
Except now they are. Oh, natural marriage. Please.
Natural?
Please
really?
Shut the f*** up. Jesus.
Same-sex marriage, the state becomes its official promoter in every...
I hate how their little graphic with the little writing on it, it looks like my handwriting, which is a f***ing insult. My handwriting is chicken scratch.
Also... imposes immorality on society. I can think of a whole hell of a lot of things that impose immorality on society that have nothing to do with people loving who they love. I think imposing immorality on society is bigots who spew disgusting hatred towards people doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Yep. Or self-aggrandizing because of race or religious status or anything like that. That's okay. I just want to address from last video. People are like, oh, why are you going after Mrs. Midwest? Like, nothing in this video is inherently bad. 'Cause she's a white supremacist. Like, you can go watch God is Gray's video about it. Because
the receipts are there.
Job. She subscribes to harmful ideologies. And when your content is seemingly unaligned with that stuff, it doesn't matter. It doesn't balance it out.
I don't care.
She's a piece of garbage. I'm sorry.
You don't just get to, like, you don't get to compartmentalize that. Like,
No.
she doesn't get to be like, okay, content, but she's also a white supremacist. Like, nope, we don't do that here.
No. we
You're a
don't do
shitty
that.
person,
Yeah.
period.
So, and the Mormons have the same thing on Twitter, #Desnat. If you're a #Desnatter, now's your chance to get out of here because we don't do that. They like to masquerade behind this, oh, it's just a religious faith promoting hashtag, but it's white nationalism under the guise of Mormonism. And we don't do that. So
That's why we called her out
today. So, yeah.
And that's nothing new. Like, we didn't discover that Mrs. Midwest was racist.
No.
Like, people know that.
People know that, yeah. so I understand that you probably think that it's harmless, but just
It's not harmless.
putting on the blinders and being like, oh, well, it doesn't really affect her content. It's not like a balance.
That's elevating.
You can't strike a balance.
That's elevating a white supremacist to a larger platform. Yeah. Like, if you continue to watch her stuff, you're going to continue her reach. And then it's going the line between, oh, well, I really like her stuff, but I heard she's a white supremacist, and that line starts to get blurred, and then you're okay with it, kind of.
Yeah. And
like,
complacency.
Not doing that.
Don't do that. So.
Where marriage affects society, the state will expect good people like you to betray your conscience, to betray the natural order. And
which is it? Is the state propping up good moral things, or is the state making you betray your morality? Which is it, bro?
They'd say it depends on the state you live in.
This is in a lot of Mormon chapels. This piece of art.
This new type of persecution is already hitting bakers, photographers.
There you go.
Bakers.
Flower shops that choose not to serve same-sex quote-unquote weddings. For example,
if that's you, you suck.
The father of a 6-year-old boy was arrested and put in jail. Why? Because he objected to the pro-homosexual curriculum being taught in his son's school. Unfortunately,
I want receipts for that.
Yeah, you're gonna need to provide more evidence than just that. There's no way that would be a free speech. That's a First Amendment issue.
Did he go harass a school board meeting and got out of hand and then got taken away and arrested for that? Like, that's not what happened. You need to provide receipts for that. Sorry.
More and more children are being exposed to the homosexual lifestyle in school.
You mean love?
Parents don't want it.
Being accepting?
They're being exposed like a virus, which we...
To love and acceptance. We can't have that.
We have to have...
Kids have to know that they will be punished by God. They can't just live their lives being loved and accepted. They have to be held to an impossible standard and punished for sin constantly.
I saw this tweet today, and somebody was like, you're really going to teach your kids about sin. You're going to teach your kids that they are sinful.
We ain't teaching our son that, sorry.
Hell no, dog.
Hey, the sexual revolution is telling people to accept unnatural
The sexual...
life. This explains why homosexual activist Paul Varnell wrote, "The gay movement, whether we acknowledge it or not, is not a civil rights movement, not even a sexual liberation movement, but a moral revolution aimed at changing people's view of homosexuality."
Oh my God. This is like...
Okay.
These are the people who are like, you follow the lamestream media and they're fear-mongering. Oh.
If homosexual marriage is accepted, what logical...
I like his marriage.
...arguments can be used to oppose, let's say, 2 men and 3 women from getting married? It's shocking, but elements of certain
Mormons shaking in their boots.
Advocating
Also, I think a couple of people have asked us, they're like, oh, how do you feel about like polyandry and polyamory and things like that? A-okay when it's not in a religious context, because you can't involve religion and have things not involve secrecy or
informed consent is key.
Consent, yeah.
If we have adults who are capable of making such decisions, like mentally, physically capable of making those decisions, and aren't being swayed or manipulated or in any kind of context, then yeah, like whatever, do what you want. I'm not going to tell people what to do.
Yeah, but as soon as you involve religious pretexts, there can't be informed consent, and there's going to be some power balance that can't be struck.
Bestiality and other forms of unnatural...
Oh, bestiality. Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
That dude has a dog.
Marriage is meaningless.
Oh, what is this arrangement? So we have, let's see, 3 dudes.
Are we really just going to call this I'm going to use, and not P? This one right there. The step above bestiality.
Yeah, that's gross. But I like how they kept the dog in the bottom one. I'm also confused at the difference between the person and the child and then the other people. Like, are these different types of species of humans?
Dude with the child is it's an HD guy. The other guys are just standard definition.
Okay. And there's 4 dudes, but let me get this straight. So there's 5 dudes and 4 chicks, a child and a dog. Okay. I'm following.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Marriage is meaningless.
In the book of Genesis,
all marriage should have a dog.
God created man in his image. In the divine image he created him. Male and female he created them. God blessed them, saying, "Be fertile and multiply. Fill the earth and subdue it." Marriage.
The earth is full, y'all. We're destroying it, so maybe we could back off for just, a hot minute.
It's like that Saturday's Warrior song.
Population
zero is the answer, my friend. Without it, the rest of us are doomed.
Oh my God. Let's just back off people who don't want to have. Let's stop making people who don't want to have kids.
It's normal.
There are a lot of people who don't want to have kids, and
kids
that's
are
perfectly
expensive,
fine.
and they drain your energy.
Hard. Yeah, our son, he's amazing. He's cute and adorable.
But being a parent is not easy.
Oh my God, he is hard. He is so hard.
Was not the creature of any.
It offends God.
It was established by God in paradise.
Let me tell you how much we have offended and mocked God by giving out the signs and tokens of the holy temple of Mormonism.
What if?
Yeah.
God and Jesus said, love your neighbor, and that includes if your neighbor's gay.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure Jesus didn't qualify that when he was talking.
No.
The Gospels.
And they love to say that they talk to the hooker. So,
yeah.
For our first parents, Adam and Eve. Whenever we violate the natural moral order established by God, we sin. That's why same-sex marriage is wrong, and that's why it must be opposed.
Well,
that dude's going to be single for life.
Side of history.
Stand on the right side of history.
Defend God's marriage.
The right side of history?
Is the wrong side of history Hall of Fame right here.
Oh, yeah.
Jack Wagons.
You guys, this is going to age like...
Yeah. Oh, it already has aged quite poorly.
On the right side of history.
I hope you enjoyed
this
12-year-old. Episode of Fight Back.
Please
share this video with your friends. To get
Please
future
don't.
episodes of Fight Back, I invite you to subscribe to our weekly TFP Student Action newsletter by clicking here.
Okay, I think
clicking here. How do you click the link on a video?
Oh, you can put a little.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Annotation. I don't. It's probably changed since then, but
there
used to be little
what
colored boxes that you could click, and it would be like a link.
Well, yeah, but they don't do that anymore. I guess this is 6 years old.
Yeah, this is a while back. Anyway,
this was garbage.
This was a dumpster fire. Absolute trash. Yeah, in this channel, we love and respect the LGBTQ community. We're both cis-het people, so we're not technically part of the community, but just because you're not really in the community doesn't mean that you can't be...
Call out bullshit when you see it.
Calling out bullshit like this, because this is...
Because people in the community have to deal with it all the time, so it's on people who are affirming and positive and supportive, like everyone should be. We can do our part to kind of alleviate that burden that are on the people who get this shit all the time.
Yeah. So don't be like any of these numbskulls. I mean, just based off of this video, there's probably not a lot of good there. So
using God to justify hate, my favorite.
Yeah, we don't do that. I'm sure these people were so pissed about the Pope's comments.
Oh, I'm sure.
They couldn't do anything because they really are disavowed by the Catholic Church.
The old school Catholics I know do not like the current Pope.
So.
The like new age younger Catholic friends I have love this Pope.
Yeah.
So
anyway, that was garbage.
Yeah. Lost a few brain cells.
Lost a few brain cells. Sorry, we might have lost some people there. I'll probably put a trigger warning on here because this is really offensive. Let's just call it as it's offensive and degrading to a lot of people. So, yeah, sorry, nameless guys in the video, but
you suck.
You. I don't even know how to transition out of this, but yeah. We don't deal with this garbage. We like to bring this to the forefront and add a little Mormonism twist to it.
And someone asked us to review this.
Yeah,
so
someone asked us to check it out. If you have any suggestions for future videos, throw them down in the comments. Check us out on Instagram and TikTok. @Jordan and McKay is their handle on both of those. If you're looking for ways to support us, we have our Patreon. There's some awesome benefits that come with the Patreon. We have you can find us on Venmo @Jordan and McKay, on Ko-Fi. We got that linked in the description.
And coming soon, our Etsy shop.
To get some cool looking stickers. So remember, if you have some suggestion of like a sticker or something that we should make, let us know in the comments. We do our best to be checking in on those comments at all times. And yeah, hopefully someone will leave a stupid comment so I can have a model Mormon of the week for you guys on Saturday. But thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.